Welcome back, guys. I've been away for a minute, but I'll see what I can actually do um these upcoming days with content for the channel. As far as Nuxt is concerned, a lot of upgrades have been done. Kudos to the Nuxt team; they're doing a great job. But today I want to look at just the Nuxt 4 compatibility type thing. If you should visit the Nuxt website here, that's at nuxt.com. You hover over this docs navigation menu, click on get started, and then you come down to the upgrade menu. If you look at the upgrade menu, it actually show you how you can actually test out Nuxt 4, and that's what we're gonna do in this video. So we're gonna test out Nuxt 4, see just how well it plays with UI thing. UI thing is my UI library. I model it of Shadcn UI. It's at uithing.benbaker.com. If you need to check it out, you can go ahead and check it out there. But I won't dive into that right now. Let's just look at how we can actually start a Nuxt 4 project. So I'm gonna go ahead and create a folder that I'm going to create the Nuxt 4 project in, and then I will show you how we can actually add UI thing to that Nuxt 4 project. So give me 1 second. So now we have VS Code open here in a new folder. It's called Nuxt 4 project test. You can see up here. And we're just gonna run the create command. That's npx nuxi latest init, and a period there to tell Nuxi that you should create all of the files within this current directory. So this thing is asking me if I want to install the Nuxi package. I'm just gonna press enter and say yes. And then it's asking me what package manager I want to use, npm of course, and we're gonna allow it to install the dependencies. So after all of the dependencies are installed, it asks if we want to initialize a Git repository. I'm gonna say yeah. And we get some more messages. We can just clear the console. Cool. So now we can look at the package.json file. Not that, this. And we have latest here for view and view router. And we can just press Control full stop. And we can say we want to update this to Nuxt 3.13.2 because that's the one that's installed anyways. So now, in order to make this a Nuxt 4 application, we can go to the Nuxt config. How do I zoom in? Zoom in. I think that's good. We can come here and say that we want to update the future object and set that compatibility to version 4. Then save. And then now, in order to make this an actual Nuxt 4 application, we'll have to create the app folder. So we're going to double click in an empty space in the VS Code editor, type app / and that will create the app folder. Yeah. And we have to move this app.view file to the app folder. So if we look back at the documentation, it will tell us what folders we actually need to move inside of the app directory. So here it says move your assets, components, composables, layouts, middleware, pages, plugins, utils, as well as app.view, error.view, app.config.ts into the app.view folder. If you have any app/router options.ts or app/spa loading template.html, these files remain the same, right? So make sure that the Nuxt config, the content folder, the layouts folder, modules folder, public folder, and server folders remain outside of the app folder, right? So in our VS Code setup here, we have the server folder outside of app, and we have app.view here. And in app.view, we have the Nuxt welcome. We don't want this. We want the loading indicator and probably the Nuxt layout and the Nuxt page. So these are the built-in components that we need. And of course, we're gonna have to create, since we have the Nuxt page right here, we have to create the Nuxt, we have to create the pages folder and add some file of the sort inside of that. Currently, we're using the Nuxt R extension. So if I just reload this by clicking this reload button down here, we should see where the Nuxt R extension come on this side somewhere. Here it is. So the Nuxt R extension is here. Currently, the Nuxt R extension supports Nuxt restructure. So what we can do is actually right click on empty space here. So right click here, Nuxt project, and then we can select the folders that we want to actually create. So if we're going to work with assets, we can select that: components, composables, layouts, middlewares, pages. Let's see what else. Utils. If we want to use Pinia, we can select the stores folder and click OK. So what the Nuxt Compose extension is going to do is it's going to create these folders for us out here. But because we're doing Nuxt 4, we should actually carry these inside. So we're going to select this: utils, stores, pages, middleware, layouts, composable, components, and assets. And we're just going to grab them and drag them and put them on top of the app folder right here. Drop them, and you can see where all of them, they got placed inside this app folder. Yeah. So now we have assets, components, composables, layouts, which is default layout, middleware, pages with the index.view file, stores and utils inside of this app folder. Yeah. Now if we run this app, nr dev, nr, you're probably wondering what this nr is, and this is from the Anfu Ni tool. I don't know if it's called a CLI or a tool, but let me just show you what it is. If I open a new tab and go Anfu Ni, it's the first result here, and it's saying that Ni user right package manager. So in your project, you can just install Ni as a global package, and then once you run Ni, it will look at the lock file that you're using and run the appropriate command. So if you have a package with lock.json file, it will run npm install. If you have a yarn lock file, it will run yarn install. pnpm the same thing, bond the same thing. Cool. So it just picks up the package manager that you're using from your project, and then it runs the appropriate command. So that's Anfu's Ni package or CLI. I don't know what you guys want to refer to it as. Cool. So back to VS Code, we have here where we ran nr dev, and this will just run npm run dev, which is this command right here. So Nuxt dev, and of course we have this right here. We can also do --host, and this will actually allow us to view the website on our mobile device. So if you have a mobile device on the same network, you can see here where it generates different addresses over the network that you can actually use. And if we should visit this address on our mobile device, then of course we'll see the actual website. But we're on a computer right now, so we're gonna go and visit this link, and it's blank. Of course it's blank. But if I should make a change, let me just close the terminal, make a change in our index.view file and say h1 hello guys, save and go back to Chrome. We have hello guys here. Now we're gonna go and add UI thing to our Nuxt 4 project, and I'm just gonna say npx --yes, just to tell npx yes to everything. Don't ask me anything about downloading the newest or latest version of the package that I'm about to use. UI thing at latest, and I'm gonna say init, and I'm going to pass --yes to it to tell the UI thing to just use the default arguments. So don't ask me for the paths or anything, just use the default arguments. Yeah. So when I press enter there, it's going to go ahead, download the latest version of UI thing, and then it's going to install the dependencies, and this is after creating the different folders. So you can see here where UI thing created the assets, components, composables, plugins, and utils folder outside of this app folder, even though we had them inside. And if we actually didn't pass that yes flag to UI thing, we could specify the different paths for or different folders. But I'm a bit lazy, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to allow it to run the install command, install the different dependencies that it needs initially, and it's running the post install script now. So I have nothing to worry about. It's formatting the files prettier, and we get this message to say that we're all good and we can start adding components with the add command. Now what I'm going to do is, let me just close these things. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select these folders that UI thing created. So we have assets, components, composables, plugins, utils, and we're going to grab them and drag them onto the app folder. We get this as a pop-up to say, hey, these folders already exist. I'm going to replace them, of course. So now we have the Tailwind CSS file from UI thing here, right? By default, it uses inter and the zinc color for or primary color, right? For the Nuxt config, you can see where the modules, the Tailwind CSS module was added, color mode, view use Nuxt, and Nuxt icon was added. We also added some configuration for the Tailwind CSS module, the color mode module, and some imports were created here. So we're importing TV from the Tailwind variants package, and we're also importing the variant props type from said package. So let me just format this properly. Yeah. And now we can actually add the add command to our script, or we can write it in the terminal, whichever one works for you. So I'm going to go ahead and add UI add right here. I'm going to say npx dash yes UI thing at latest, and I'm going to call on the add command, right? I'm just going to press F1 and then sort the package. This is not private. I'm sharing it with you guys. Save. And then I want to make some changes to the UI thing config file, because the default file is saying that the Tailwind CSS location is at asset CSS Tailwind.css, but that's not true. It's actually inside this app folder right here. So I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prefix this with app / the components location is also in app / the composables directory is also in app, plugins is also in app, and utils is also in app. Yeah. So I can save that, close it, and now whenever I run this command, the UI add commands, let's see, UI run the script, will actually ask us what components we want to add to our project. And I'm gonna say let's add the button. Let's see what else do I want to add. Probably container. Yeah, and press enter, and that's it. So now when the components get added, you can see where they're added to app, components, UI, button, container. So that's why we just updated this thing. Yeah. because it tells the CLI where exactly to add the new files. So now if we go to pages index and we say we want this to be UI container. Okay, I'm not getting autocomplete here. I'm gonna run the post install script and that will generate the types for Nuxt. So I'm gonna run Nuxt prepare here. And that should register our components. Let's just give this some time to finish. Should finish soon. Yep, done. So now I should be able to come here and say UI container. There it is. Say something like h1 hello friends. If I can spell, and since this is incorrect, and I can press Control and full stop, and it will actually give me some quick fix options. And that's actually coming from this extension. Where is it? Where's that spelling? Code spell checker. So you can check out code spell checker by Street Side Software. Yeah, and then we're gonna add a class to this. It's gonna be semi-bold and text XL3, tracking tight, and some button of the sort. This is hello world. So now when we run our project, you can say nr dev, nr again coming from the Anfu new package. Close that. And when we go to our website, that's at localhost 3000. If this thing would just hurry up and load. It's loading. Ta-da! There we have Tailwind CSS and hello world in our thing. And we can go ahead and add another package. Let's say we want to add toast notifications to our project. We can run the UI :add command, and we can search for the Sonar package here. It's gonna ask if we want to install Sonar. I'm gonna say yes. It's installing the dependencies. Then it's gonna install it's gonna run the post install script. Just give me some time. It's npm and it's all done, and it's telling us to remember to add this to our app.view or layout file. So I'm gonna press enter. You can see where our application automatically restarted, but I'm gonna go to the app.view file. I'm gonna add this view Sonar down here, and then now here I'm gonna say at click. I want to say use Sonar. I'm gonna call a success method, and I'm gonna say, hey guys, pass the object after. This is a success message. I'm gonna save that and see what happens here. So if I click this thing, I get the view Sonar message here. Hey guys, it's a success message. Great. So this is how you actually do a Nuxt 4 project. It's not that crazy. You just need to recap, set the future compatibility version to version 4. This will change obviously when Nuxt reaches version 4. Where's Nuxt? Here. So when this leaves 3 and goes up to 4, then I'm assuming that this will not be needed anymore. Hopefully the rest of the configuration stays the same. The Nuxt team did say that they've learned from the painful migration from Nuxt 2 to 3. And based on what I'm seeing here, it seems as though they did actually learn, and the migration will be easier to move from Nuxt 3 to 4. Of course, we can't swear for them just yet, because a lot of things may break when Nuxt 4 gets released. But it's looking good so far. It's looking good so far. I still have nightmares when I look at my Nuxt 2 projects, trying to get them over to Nuxt 3. I still have Nuxt 2 projects that I can't to this day get over to Nuxt 3 because it was painful. It's painful to move things from Nuxt 2 to 3. But hey, we're going to Nuxt 4 and things are looking good. So I'm running with that. So this is how you run a Nuxt 4 project. Cool. If you have any questions, just let me know, guys. This thing won't be a repository. We didn't create anything here. I'm just showing you how you can actually run a Nuxt 4 project with UI thing. If you have any questions, just let me know. Any issues, I'm more than willing to help. Have a great day, guys.